Hello everyone, so welcome back. Today in this video we're going to try to look for the values of sine 18 degrees and cosine of 18 degrees. In the previous video we already established, or we know from trigonometry, that sine of 30 degrees is half. Also cosine of 30 degrees is square root 3 over 2. Today we are going to try to find the value of sine of 18 degree. Like, what exactly is sine? No, not 30. What exactly is sine 18 degree, and what is cosine of 18 degrees? Now, the motivation behind this is that you have to notice that if theta, let's set theta to be 18 degrees. If theta is 18 degrees, then it is true that 2 theta would be 90 degrees minus 3 theta. Now, first of all, let's see if this is true. So if theta is 18 degrees, 2 theta would be 36 degrees. So you have 36. Now, does it equal 90 minus... Now, 3 theta, that is 3 times 18, is basically 54. So does it equal 90 minus 54? So yeah, it does equal 90 minus 54. So this relation here is true, that if theta is 18 degrees, then 2 theta is 90 minus 3 theta. Now, outside of being equal, why do we bother with, why do we worry, how does this help us here? Now, notice that we already have formula for sine of 2 theta. So we know that sine of 2 theta is twice cosine theta sine theta. And also we know that sine of 3 theta is 3 sine theta minus 4 sine cube theta, 4 sine cube theta. And also we know that cosine of 3 theta is 4 cosine cube theta minus 3 cosine theta. So we already have formula for sine of 2 theta, cosine of 2 theta, and cosine of 3 theta as well. So that motivates us. So since if theta is 18 degrees, then this relation, if we investigate it, maybe something good may happen. And definitely, so for example, if you take the sine of both sides, so for example, sine of 2 theta would be equal to sine of 90 degree minus 3 theta. Now we know that sine of 90 degree minus a is cosine of a. So this would equal the cosine of 3 theta. So this will equal 4 cosine cubed theta minus 3 cosine theta. So basically, sine of 2 theta, this is 2 sine theta cosine theta. So you have 2 sine theta cosine theta is equal to 4 cosine cubed minus 3 cosine theta. So now we can divide both sides by cosine theta, although this will not be true if cosine theta is 0. So assume cosine theta is 0. So this is only true when theta is 90 degrees. But here, theta is not 90 degrees, so we are free to divide both sides by cosine theta. And the reason why we have to check that cosine theta is not 0 is because if you divide everything by cosine theta, you'll be dividing by 0. And in mathematics, we don't divide by 0. So we already checked that cosine theta cannot be 0. So we can divide by cosine theta. You will get 2 sine theta is equals to 4 cosine square theta minus 3. Now let's put everything in terms of sine theta. So that will give you 4 times 1 minus sine square theta minus 3, which will be 4 minus 4 sine square theta minus 3, which will be 1 minus 4 sine square theta. So that means we can have 4 sine square theta plus 2 sine theta minus 1 equals to 0. Next, we can let x to be sine theta. So you have 4x squared plus 2x minus 1 equals to 0. So now we already have this equation, and we are happy because this is a quadratic equation that is easily solved when you use the formula for x equals to negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all divided by 2a. There's a quadratic formula. Now notice here that B, A is 4, and B is 2, and C is -1. So this is x will be -4, -2 plus or minus square root of B squared is 4 squared, so 2 squared, you have 4, minus 4AC, that is plus, because the C is negative, so you have a plus. So 4A, so 4 times 4 is 16, so you have a 16 here, all divided by 2A, which is 8. So this would equal, let me write at the top. So this would equal -2 plus or minus square root of, now you have 20, so that is like 4 times 5, so that is square root of 4 times 5, all divided by 8, 2A. So you have a -2 plus or minus 2 square root of 5, all divided by 8. So you can divide both sides by 2, and you have -1 plus plus or minus square root of 5, all divided by 4. Now, because sine of 18 degree has to be positive, because 18 degree falls in the first quadrant, so we can take this to be square root of 5 minus 1, all divided by 4. So therefore, we can conclude that, hold on, let me write it over here. So for this reason here, we can conclude that sine of 18 degrees is equals to square root of 5 minus 1 divided by 4. So that is the value for sine of 18 degrees. And the steps was somehow difficult, but we were able to crack it. And also, if you're looking to find the value of cosine of 18 degrees, you could easily find from the fact that we know that cosine squared A is equals to 1 minus sine squared x. So you can plug in the x to be 18 degree, and from this equation you can find the value of cosine of 18 degree. That one is left as exercise to you. So but we have done the hard part, which is finding that sine of 18 degrees is square root of 5 minus 1 over 4. So thank you for watching, and please do subscribe to the channel. Bye.